All right, guys, welcome to the podcast. This is podcast number 2, the Burn the Barn Down
Number 2
podcast. We're ready to go. We got a little format, a little bit different format this time around. We're gonna, well, you'll see. I'm not gonna explain it. You'll kind of see what's going on there.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Just let it flow, you know.
Let it flow. Got a couple of things. We got a little bit different. We'll see how it comes out. Got a little different setup.
Yeah, we got a better background.
Yeah, for one, it's not as busy, so hopefully it's not as distracting.
How you been, Daniel?
And I've been good. I've been good. Been just working and playing.
Oh, me too. You know, just working and family and church and.
Yep, and having a good time.
Having a good time. Yep.
I've seen some of your media.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of fishing.
I see you like fishing.
I'm a fisher.
I like it too, really, but I haven't been lately because.
I know you've been doing a lot of hiking, huh?
Hiking, yeah, going to the mountains, doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the beach in a minute. It's been a couple of weeks, but.
Yeah, I was talking to you about. I don't know. Right now, you're a mountains guy.
I do like mountains.
And I'm more like of a sea, go to the beach,
I
enjoy the afternoon.
I lived in Corpus Christi for 2 years, and I was maybe 15 minutes from the beach, so we were there all the time. Of course, these beaches are way better than the ones in Corpus. But yeah, I miss the mountains.
Yeah.
And so we got here, we started hitting the mountains, we kept hitting mountains, and that's really what we do, camping.
Camping,
Mount Shasta.
Oh yeah, nice. I saw your videos, pretty good.
Mount Shasta is really nice. I'm glad we went there. We were talking about it on our last podcast a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
Just a quick reference, but yeah, we did it.
So what do you like about Shasta? Is it what you expected when you were going up there?
No, it's better.
It's better, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in Colorado, so mountains are, you got to be something special to impress me with mountains, because I lived in Colorado. Colorado's got some of the best mountains, and I always had that same argument with my wife, which one's better, because Colorado is beautiful, and I kept saying, well, California doesn't have the mountains, but...
Did you make it to Lake Shasta, right? Did you?
We passed through there.
Oh, passed through there?
We passed through there. We didn't go take a look. We went to Burney Falls, which is a little bit outside.
Yeah, that's nice. I saw those videos. That was really nice,
beautiful. Man. I never thought I'd see that there.
Yeah.
And then we went to Mount Shasta, actually. We climbed up the mountain.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 14. I didn't know it was a 14. I didn't know it was a 14er.
Man.
It's a big one. It's got a tree line and everything.
So you guys did a good workout? It was like a workout.
It was a workout, man. It was because that trail that we were on, there's a couple of trails. We went on the one on the right. You can go a little bit.
Yeah, I went to Pacifica when you were over there.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice, beautiful. I never been there before.
You got mountains and beach.
Yeah, it was nice, and I enjoyed it with the family. Maybe we should go out there one day.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And I looked at it on the map after you told me about it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out there.
I had no
Half Moon Bay area. It's pretty nice out there, close to San Francisco too. So
that's what surprised me.
It's real close to right by the airport, not too far from the airport. So
okay,
we had a good time, And but other than that, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing fine too, And we're just here to have a good time and just say what we believe, what we think,
Yeah, gotta talk about what you believe in and what you feel.
Yeah, I don't want to we don't want to get in trouble or anything, I know.
I don't care. I don't want to get in trouble, but at the same time, I don't want to leave something sitting at us.
No, I get it. I just some people were not too happy with our
last one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Well, again, we're not for everybody,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have the same conversation with everybody I have with you.
But it's like I said, we agree on stuff and we disagree on other things, but we're always good,
Yeah, exactly.
We cross the line of we'll respect each other,
That's the main thing. As long as we can still be friends when we're done.
Yeah.
If you can't be friends when you're done, then
there's no point. Yep.
Yeah, then maybe just don't talk.
Man, I wish our politicians could be like this, They disagree.
That's you know what? That's our biggest problem, I think.
Yeah.
And we talk about that all the time. And like some things that we talk about a lot is term limits.
Yep.
What do you guys think of term limits? Let me know in the comments, because I know it's a real popular thing, but why hasn't it happened yet? If
I know.
It's that popular. Why has it not happened?
Yep. It
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know it's been over the weekend. Over the weekend I saw the Mitch McConnell situation. I don't know if you've seen it.
I did. Okay, so I don't like making like a. I'm gonna start throwing stones already, I guess. Listening to the Republicans talk, I thought it was funny when Joe Biden fell down. I'm like, dude, I don't think it's funny when old men fall down. I don't think it's funny.
I
that kind of guy.
Yeah, I felt bad for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Either we don't agree. I might not agree with a lot of his politics, but as when it comes to older men, falling down and people,
They just laugh and make a meme about it.
You know, and now poor Mitch. I started doing a little bit of research. I know Mitch, he's been in power since 2007.
Mitch McConnell is.
Yeah. So he's been in his position, right, since 2007, and that's a lot of years, you know.
You know, it's too long. It's too long.
It's too long.
Look at Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, she's been there for over 36 years.
36 years, and I don't know how much money she's made over that.
You know, and then a lot of them make about 170,000 or 80,000, and their lifestyle says the opposite. You know.
Right. Where's that money coming from?
Where's that money coming from? You know.
Why does anything change?
Yep. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, with all due respect, I know. I heard Kentucky is one of the poorest states in the country. I might be wrong, but I heard it. You know.
I don't doubt it.
You know.
About it.
And as Mitch McConnell, I mean he's been there for 2007, and he has. I mean, what has he done for his state?
Yeah, and can you Kentucky guys happen to be watching this?
You know,
let us know, because
what he's done for his state, you know, and
all those years you guys keep electing him. To me, all you do is elect him to just stop any agenda from the opposite side of the aisle. Anytime the Democrats do something, he's blocking it. That's basically what he's there for.
But I also think where are the young guys? Where are the young guys? I don't think there's another. Is there a young guy in Kentucky that could take his seat? If I know Kentucky's a Republican state, but is there any young guy, Republican guy out there that could take the seat and do a change for the state? You know.
I don't know why it's so hard to find look at the president that we had running. You know, are those the best people we have? I mean, is really Mitch McConnell the best one we have? Is Pelosi the best one?
Pelosi, man, she's been there. I mean, she retired recently, right? Last year.
She stepped down from being the speaker, and I think this was her last year. So
yes, you know, she was there forever.
Indicated.
And then you got the Barbara, the older lady. She's an old Senate from California.
Oh yeah, I can't remember her name, but I know you're talking about.
Yes, and then like I said, also for you Texans, you're a Texan, you know, old Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz, yeah, Ted Cruz is.
He's been there since.
I don't know. I'm a Texan, and I don't see how this guy keeps getting reelected, because unless it's just the crap he spews out of his mouth. You know, what else is he doing?
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, like I said, I've been to Texas, and some parts of Texas are nice, you know.
Yeah.
But some of the parts of Texas are bad, you know. The infrastructure,
the rural areas.
the rural areas need a lot of help. And it seems like a lot of these guys that are up there, they only care about the big cities, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
So like the same thing whenever we had all that ice one year.
Yes, I remember.
There were so many people. It was freezing cold. It was dangerous cold. I mean, it was killer weather. And where does Ted Cruz go? He goes out of town while.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Half his state is without power in the coldest weather we've had in years.
Yeah, and yet he when he went against Beto.
Yeah, he won.
He won.
I mean, Beto was doing pretty good till he I don't know what happened.
You know,
I do like him. I like Beto.
You know, he looked like a nice guy.
Yeah.
But I think what got him was he's trying to take everybody's guns. You know.
Yeah, he drank too much of that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he's saying Biden too much.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
You know, but
especially not in Texas.
Not in Texas. That's not where you want. You know.
And he was making some ground actually, so
it was a close race, but
way closer than we expected.
But man, he couldn't unseat Ted, you know. And how long will Ted be running?
Till they kick him out, man. I don't know who could beat him. That's the thing. Where are all these young guns coming?
Even conservative young men, you know, that have different ideas.
Where are they?
You know,
the only way they can shoot up is if they get old already. Look at Gavin.
Yeah.
He's not a conservative, but he's shooting up. I mean,
yeah, he's getting popular, but
he's not as young as he used to be. So
no,
I don't know, man.
But I think he's gonna run for president pretty soon.
He will.
He will. You know, that's his next step.
I wouldn't mind if he ran this year. I'm not. I lean Democratic, obviously, and if you've seen any of our videos, you'll know that. But I don't think Joe Biden's our best choice. I mean, I don't have a problem with him. He's doing good, but there's got to be better out there.
Yeah, there's got to be better out there. You know, new ideas.
Yeah.
You know, just like.
Sure, I wouldn't mind if AOC ran for president.
Oh, nah, that's too much, man.
She's too far to the left for a lot of people. But
she's too far, but
she's smart, she's articulate.
Talking about that, AOC, you know, she won again.
Yeah, she did.
After she caused her district a lot of jobs.
Oh, she didn't cause a district.
With going against Amazon.
If Amazon was going to come, they were going to show up. And anyway, the other group didn't get him anyway. They
You know, so I don't know. I think I don't agree. You know, those some of them are too like Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, she's too left for me.
She's too left for you, right?
You know, she's
what? So again, we're asking for young people with fresh ideas. That's what they're gonna have.
Yeah,
that's
but you know,
that's why nobody wants these young kids.
It's just like, you know, when Obama ran for the first time.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it was something new. You know, even a lot of Republicans voted for Obama.
Yeah, he actually lived up to the billing. I know he's got a lot of bad rap, but he actually lived up to
it. He was like the new thing, and, you know, a lot of people, you know, voted for him.
Yeah.
And, I mean, to me, he was a good president, you know.
He was good. He was outstanding, and definitely has...
I guess they all have mistakes, you know.
He actually, he's like Joe Biden. Look what happened with Joe Biden when Joe Biden got in there. All of a sudden, he gets people in the middle. You know, that's how he got the infrastructure bill passed. He's not left like he says he was. You know, he's a little more left than I thought he was going to be. But
you know, I was seeing some clips of him back in when he was younger.
70s and 80s.
You know, he was saying that he was against gay marriage.
Yep.
You know, and now recently he's all about supporting the LGBTQ
well, I think
agenda. You know.
Times. You have to go with the times. I mean, if you go by what I said 20 years ago, I'm a different person than I was 20 years ago. I've learned a lot. I've talked to a lot of people. I moved to California, talked to some Californians.
Yeah, but I mean, either I don't know. He just changed. That's a big change.
I think you can actually change. I think people can change if it's for the right reasons. Like Trump changing, like he's saying. You know, he was all.
There you go with Trump again.
He's all this on this talking about how the Democrats are in charge. You guys saw that. I talked about that last time. But the same thing. The principle is he can change. People can change. And like Joe Biden, he was for segregation way back in the day too. And that was a prevalent thought of his times. You know.
But was it more of what he really was as an agenda he's pushing now?
Now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, you know,
I haven't seen him say anything on the contrary.
You know, like you know how it is right now where he's supporting the LGBT, but I don't see he's supporting you know, the people that are against the LGBT. He's not the president for both, you know, sides.
I don't think you can be, man. I think now you're asking for something that's never not possible. It's like Trump. That's what happened with Trump when he says there's the Charlottesville thing.
Yes.
There's on both sides. You can't both sides something like that. You're either a good person or you're not. You can't go around supporting white supremacy and say, well, you know, they got every right as no, they don't. There's no right for there's no place in America for white supremacists, and there's not. You can't say that. Oh, they were fine people on both sides.
Yeah.
You can't do that. To me, you can't do that as a person of color. Get that shit out of here, man. I ain't putting. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but it's tough, you know. We do need new ideas. We need guys with new ideas, you know. But I guess, like I said, if we have the same people for 20 years,
how do we get term limits in?
Yeah, at least 2 terms, you know.
2.
Just like the president, 2 terms, you know? 3.
I wouldn't mind 3, but I think you're right. 2 terms.
2 terms because, like I said, what have they? And they keep on winning. What have they done? You know,
they don't do anything.
Like I mean, you know, remember Mitch? He was all with Trump, you know.
Here's what I think. I think that the people who are in charge are staying in charge because they don't allow anything to happen. The status quo stays the same. That's what everybody wants. If you look, the same thing with undocumented people. They bring them in here. They status quo. Yeah, let's let them in. But we'll talk shit about them. But we're going to bring them in because we need them. It's a status quo. They don't want to change anything. So the people who want to come in now say, hey, let's get these people in here. Let's get them documented. Let's get them jobs. Let's get them cars. Let's get them blah, blah, blah. They don't want to do it because it's the status quo. They don't want to change anything.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know how I feel about that, you know.
About
just bringing people in.
Well, my point is, if you bring new people in with new ideas, they're gonna want to.
No, I agree with that.
You know, even if it's not that taxes, you know, they're gonna do something with the taxes.
No, I get it. Yeah.
So, and a lot of people don't want to change because of the status quo, especially these old white guys. I hate to say that.
No, yeah, and like I said, I'm not all about the Democrats. I mean, the Republicans, they have like, you know, but also like the Democrats. Bob Menendez, he's a senator for New Jersey.
Okay.
You know, he's won a lot of terms. I don't know how what he's done for New Jersey, But either I don't know if people are voting now just because of a race,
Oh, that's possible.
you know, or we're just supporting him because of a last name,
Hmm.
not because of what he's doing.
Not because of what they're doing. I think that's what happens. You
You
get
know?
into the same. You get into the
You know,
same
like
thing.
like Cortez, Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah,
Maybe she's getting the Hispanic vote because of her last name,
she might.
but not,
To
you know.
me, it's not. I just like what she says, But I think that's her pull. I mean, I'm an older guy. Shit, I talk about these old guys. I'm an
Yeah.
old guy too. I'm above 50. So
You know.
anytime you're over 50, you're starting to look a little bit older. But
Yeah, but then Mitch, is he getting voted in just because he's white?
I think people fall into a routine and they just vote because that's what they always.
You know, and that's what we
recognition.
we have to vote for people. People have to, people vote for people that really going to do a change for the state or for their country.
Yeah.
Like I said, but it's tough. I think we should, like I said, shorter terms.
I think shorter terms, but that's never going to happen. And the reason is because the people who are supposed to vote that have to vote on that are never going to vote against themselves.
And there's a lot of interest behind it.
Uh-huh.
Big corporations are giving these guys money.
Yes.
Because they need them there.
So these corporations are giving Mitch McConnell money so he can get reassigned, reelected.
But I think it's time for him to hang the gloves.
It's time for him to go. Just like Pelosi knew it was time for her to go.
And then like
Mitch needs to go.
Mitch needs to go.
Chuck Schumer.
Oh yeah, he's been there forever.
Let's get Schumer out of there. I don't think he's doing anything for us. Meaning, I'm on the left again. I don't think he's doing anything for the country. Honestly, for all of us, he's not doing anything for us.
Yeah. What about Marco Rubio?
I think
he's been there forever.
It's time to go.
He had
a shot.
Like I said,
limits. He had to try. He didn't change anything. Get out of here.
I think he's voted. He's always winning because of his Cuban heritage.
I think you're
because Florida, it's a big,
right.
Yeah. But like I said, I was hearing a report on him that I guess his grandfather was undocumented here, and he was going to be deported.
So what's his stance?
And he's not about open borders or about helping people that are undocumented.
Right.
But his grandfather was.
So I think that's the reason we have all these people saying the same thing, and they keep talking the same crap, doing the same thing, and nothing's going to change. And
Nothing has changed,
until we do some grassroots stuff.
And I think things are getting worse. Every day, it's costing more to live.
Right.
The dollar each year is. Each day it takes more to buy something.
And honestly, I think that is the crux of the problem. That's the problem there. Why is everything getting more expensive? The companies are making more money. And because we're paying more money, but profits are super high at the all-time highs.
Yep.
And you know what? All those companies making all that money have all this extra money to throw it towards representatives.
Yeah, because they get millions. Yeah, they get millions and millions of dollars to run their campaigns.
Yeah, because those companies are making billions.
Yeah. But what about the people? Aren't they the government's for the people?
The government's supposed to be for the people. So that's where the problem is. The government isn't for the people anymore. It's been a long time since the government's been for the people. Now the government is for the corporations and for themselves because they're going to get a lot of money.
And it's going to be interesting now since when I guess Trump's going to run. I don't know how that's going to.
So Trump is going to run. I think that's the only thing he has. To me, he's grasping at straws, thinking this is going to keep me out of jail because he's going to jail. Well, let me rephrase that. He's not going to go to jail. Everybody's talking about a two-tier system, saying, they're treating Trump unfairly. You and I should be treated as unfairly as Trump's been treated.
Yeah.
This guy's there's hard evidence of what he's done. If it was me and you, we'd already be looking out the shelf.
But look at Hunter Biden too.
Hunter Biden is going to go to jail.
And then his dad was covering up for him.
How was he covering up for him?
Because I guess all the connections they had in Ukraine and all that, he was aware of everything that was going on. He was getting contracts, doing all kinds of stuff while he was a vice president.
Okay, how is that anything having to do with? Biden was getting
but you don't think his dad knew?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
And he knew it was wrong, and he was a vice president, right?
But what's he going to tell his son? His son's a grown ass man.
No, but still, it's either like it has to go both ways, If you're gonna get Trump, get him, but you also have to get Biden if he's guilty of any.
Okay, that's the thing. He's not guilty of anything. Is it shady? Sure, it's shady. Is he guilty of anything? No. Trump is the only one that does something stupid to get himself caught for something. He's the one who gets who thinks he's way above the
law.
Which I'm glad, honestly, in a way, I'm glad Trump was president because he shows a lot of holes that we have in our judicial system, in our legislative system.
Like I said, I remember Trump. He was the one that said he wanted to drain the swamp. Remember?
Yeah.
And these guys are still. He never did, right? Because these guys are still here. The same guys.
The guys are still there.
Yeah, you know.
And actually, the people he brought were worse than the swamp that was already with us. That's the truth. Look at. If you look, have you seen that clip on? Oh, maybe I'll put it on here. That clip of him doing an interview, asking about Mike Pence running against him.
Oh yeah. I saw one where he was bashing all his people, right?
Yes.
Mitch, he went after Mitch too.
He went after Mitch. He went after Leslie. What's his name?
Yeah, he went. Bill Barr. He called him a pig or something.
Bolton. He went after.
Yeah, Bolton for
who was the governor? Kelly.
Yep.
Not the governor. I mean the General Kelly.
Yeah. Yep. He went after him.
All this. You should watch it. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure you've already seen it.
You should put up. You post a clip.
I'll try to get the clip and post it. Man, you should watch it because it's got him and Trump just standing there, sitting there like.
But what I want to know is
the people who was supposed to be his best people who have charges against him, or that Trump started talking smack about him, or they're running against him. So.
But I mean, like I said, I wonder if this run he's gonna go, is he gonna have the same support?
I don't think he will. I think his support's already leaving.
Because Pompeo, right?
Yeah, that's another one.
He said he doesn't want him to run.
He didn't think he could do it. He's what is he emotionally something? He said something bad about Trump, saying he's not fit for president.
But like I said, he has a lot of support from the people.
Not as much as you think.
I mean,
he's got a lot of support in the Republican Party. He's got a lot of Republicans supporting him. But if you look, how many million votes did he lose by?
That's what they say. Remember, that's what they all say. Like I said, you know how they say that the election. You talk to a lot of people, they say the election was rigged, right? And I'm,
But it's either the same people that say he's actually shadow running the government.
But what about 2016? Was that rigged?
Exactly. Which one was rigged?
It's hard,
Exactly.
It's hard to say, because I also told one of my friends the other day, I was like, this is America, I really don't think you can overturn an election,
I don't think you can either. To me, I still believe in America. I still believe
it's America.
And everybody who says the election is rigged does not believe in America.
I would believe if it was Venezuela or one of these countries, Colombia or China,
right?
Which nobody else wins.
Saudi Arabia, something like that.
But it's the United States of America, It's hard for me to believe it was rigged.
To me, you can't believe it was rigged and still believe in America. But because otherwise, that's where he gets everybody. I think is everybody was in 2016. Everybody was ready to not believe in America, which I get it, and he played into that perfectly.
But also, I'm also, if you think about it, I mean, Trump is he's a big guy. He's big in the media. He's well known. He's got a lot of support. How did Joe Biden beat him? Who's Joe Biden?
Joe Biden.
Let's be honest.
Perfect guy to beat him. The DNC did a great job picking Joe Biden.
I asked that also. I mean, it's America. I said I don't believe it was rigged, but how did Joe Biden beat Donald Trump?
One, he wasn't Trump. Everybody thinks Trump was all this and he's all that. He's not. He's only all that in the Republican base. If you get those Republicans out of there, the ones, and even if that, he's only maybe 60% of the Republican Party.
No, but I mean, I'm surprised. Even in California is a Democratic state, but there's a lot of Republicans here that vote for Trump. There's a
lot of Republicans here, yeah.
And a lot of people, they have a lot of good points when what they say that was going wrong with California. There's a lot of things that are going wrong in California, and the people that I've talked to that are Trumpers.
So I don't think it's rigged. I think Trump won the first election fair and square.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I didn't vote. I was in California. I got off of work. I went anyway. The polling place I went to, it's excuses, but I didn't vote. But I was going to vote for Donald Trump.
Well, John, you were?
I really was, and I truly was, because I didn't like Hillary. I didn't like the same reason everybody else voted for Trump. The United States was in a mess. They needed somebody from the outside. And I didn't know nothing about Trump. I was back, I just started watching what he said, and I really didn't know a whole lot about him. But after 4 years of watching what Trump is, now you know why he lost the second election.
Yeah, but how did Joe Biden beat him?
Easy. There's so many people. I know people who've never voted in their life that showed up just to vote against Trump. And that's
But
a
also,
fact.
also a lot of people that never voted for Trump.
The first time,
The
they
first-
didn't the second time around. I guarantee you, maybe they did, but not like the same numbers. You can't go talking about LGBT. You can't go talking about them. You can't go talking about the Mexican judges that are.
Oh yeah, that.
You know
Yep,
what I mean?
yep,
That
yep.
judge. You can't do that. You can't go talking about they're bringing their rapists, they're bringing all their worst people. You can't do that. You can't say white supremacists are fine people on both sides. You can't say that and still expect to have the same support you had going in initially. You're gonna lose people. He didn't gain anybody.
But look at hey, that guy's popular. He made people storm into the Capitol.
Okay.
The guy has a lot of following.
He's got a following.
You know.
Jim Jones was popular. Before he started, serving those Kool-Aid. He's popular with the people who honestly they've got problems because they got to blame somebody. They blame the Mexicans. They blame anybody. The Muslims. Remember they were blaming Muslims.
Oh, they were
for all
blaming
kinds of stuff. They have to have somebody to blame, and I really do feel like that Trump ties into that. And same thing with the whole MAGA movement. The whole Fox thing, Fox News plays into that too. You can't do that. You can't expect that to keep pushing the same people, pushing the same agendas, and when things don't change for you, you can't. You know what I mean? If nothing changes, you're going to lose people.
But think about it too. What has our president done for the Republican Party, for the conservative people? Joe Biden hasn't done nothing.
Okay, so how many
I mean, I understand you're saying Trump was just a president, one-sided president, but this guy that we have in power is the same way.
Okay, but he is not pushing for people to LGBTQ. You know what? Those people are people. He doesn't want them to be married. He wants to talk smack about him. He wants to hide him under a bush. You can't do that.
No, but there's people that are conservatives. That believe in God. That believe it. That
think there's LGBTQ.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's people that believe in the way marriage is formed in the Bible. A man and a woman.
Which there's
fine. People that believe in
they're free to
raising your kids. And teaching them godly stuff and that's why and it seems like Biden's not doing that for him. He's supposedly he's a Catholic.
So Biden's not supposed to do that. Biden is supposed to allow you to do that. Biden's not supposed to.
But he's pushing. They're pushing the agenda too hard.
They're just making it equal for everybody. How's that pushing an agenda? That's not pushing.
No, the liberal agenda. It's hard. It's getting hard.
So,
how the new laws, especially here in California, how I guess if your kid says he's 12 years old, he can decide to move away or something like that. The new law that they want to.
I hadn't heard.
So the liberal agenda, if you
that's a state law, by the way. That's
not what I'm saying, but look at the agenda of the liberal agenda. There's people that are not with it.
What is the liberal agenda? You're talking culture wars.
Yeah.
You were talking about culture wars, and that's not an agenda. I guess.
No, it is the agenda. Because, like I said, if you want to be whatever you want to be, all power to you, Just don't push it on me.
Okay, the same thing can be said for people who don't believe in Christians and in Bible. Don't push that on me.
No, but this country.
By the way, I go to church. So,
No.
I can actually see both sides, is what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying it's this country was formed on a Christian belief.
That's not true.
Well, that's what I've heard.
No, it's not, and that's in the schools from the beginning, from when you went to school, from when I went to school. Everybody says the same thing, but it's not. If you look at the documents, hold on. That we're still.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but if you look at the founding fathers, they said that a lot of documents say the same thing. Their Christianity has no business in the making.
But weren't those people that came in the 13 colonies, weren't they Christians?
Were they though? They got kicked out of where they were. You think they sent their best when they brought them over here?
No, but I'm saying they came and they built this country upon a Christian belief.
No, they didn't.
So you're telling me it's always been a lie.
So do you think in God we trust has always been on our money?
Well, ever since I can remember, it's been in there.
Exactly. No, it's not. It hasn't. I think that was in the 50s when that come on. The dollar.
You guys know more than any historians. You guys must know, but I believe that this country is still a Christian. I remember when I was a kid, we used to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge of Allegiance, yeah.
And God, we trust. And under God, one liberty under God.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
So you can still do that.
They're taking the Bibles away from the courts.
they're taking the Bibles away. So you're saying so everybody, because you're in America, you have to be a Christian.
No, you don't have to be a Christian, but it's been a Christian nation.
It has been a Christian
You know,
nation.
it has been
Just by popularity. That's all. So if Christians wanted to keep their nation Christian, we need to start living better and making everybody want to be Christian.
No,
so what happened with America that all of a sudden nobody wants to be Christian? Why?
No, I get it. Don't take me wrong, but I feel like the agenda, the liberal agenda is pushing against the people that are that believe in God, that are conservative. They're pushing it.
The ways you see that is because the green M&M's not as sexy as she used to be.
No, it's just like
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or because Bud Light gave one bottle to
I'm glad that Bud Light, with this now. I don't want to change the subject, but this guy now, he's saying that he's the guy that they put on
the trans guy.
The trans guy. Now he says he likes girls. Now he's a lesbian.
I don't.
No, I know. No.
Honestly, I don't give two shits.
Stop playing games. You're a man. I'm sorry if
He's a man, and that means that he can choose whatever he wants.
Yeah, he could choose it, but don't you like we're dumb. Oh, now he's a lesbian. Do you really believe he's a lesbian now?
Do you really believe Trump's a Christian?
Man, you got me there.
I'm just saying.
But
in the Joe, you talking about Joe Biden? I'm gonna go full circle a little bit. That's what Joe Biden is here for, so he can be.
No, but see, Joe Biden,
he's not doing anything. He's.
That's okay. There you go.
Blocking.
Joe Biden is a Catholic.
Yes.
Is he really a Catholic? With his agenda, he's going. His belief, the way he's running the country is going against his Catholic beliefs.
How he prays in his bedroom is his deal. He's gonna let you pray how you want to pray.
I understand.
So I
said, if you want to be, if you want to be whatever you want to be, that's fine, but don't push it on me or my kids.
But how's that pushing it?
No, they're trying to force it.
Because you're bringing that to light, saying, "Hey, gay people exist." That does not mean they're pushing it.
I don't have nothing against gay people. I just don't want them pushing that on us. That we don't believe in homosexual marriage. And they are pushing it.
Then don't let.
They are pushing it on TV.
Then
even the commercials. I remember when I was growing up, none of that stuff was going on.
That's not true. Remember Bosom Buddies? Remember that show?
Yeah, but still, it's like now it's every commercial.
MASH back in the day. MASH, same thing.
Yeah, every commercial.
Yeah,
has
same thing that we said.
The gay agenda on it.
The first time we saw ladies exercising on TV. Like, hey, what's
and I side with Trump on this one when he said recently that if he I might misquote him, but he said that if he gets elected as president, he's not gonna with the kids, he's gonna have women, no trans,
Mm-hmm. How's he gonna tell how is he gonna dictate to people what they're gonna be?
No, but still, it's like especially like in sports, or how they want trans people to play sports with
their new gender.
Yeah, with the new.
That's a whole different subject.
No, I get it, but that's
not just you in your bedroom, doing what you want. That's something totally different.
See, but they want to push that on us, and Joe Biden is a big supporter of that.
I don't think Joe Biden doesn't say a whole lot on that kind of stuff.
He says, "Oh, I'm the president for you trans," which I said I don't have nothing against trans. I'm just saying that's not the agenda that I've been brought up in.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but my point is,
and like I said, they don't have to teach. It's my role as a father to teach my kids at my house,
right?
But I don't want the schools, like they're trying to do these books where they promote lesbianism or homosexuality in schools.
I don't think talking about something is promoting it. They're not
you
saying,
are.
Hey, go find somebody to,
teachers are showing the rainbow flags in the classrooms.
You're like put like an ostrich sticking your head in the sand saying it doesn't exist. It does exist, and the sooner you.
Yeah, but that's something that us parents we are to teach that to our kids. We don't want anybody else or the government forcing that upon our kids.
To me, if a teacher has a book and it has two people
kissing.
Even if they're kissing, I don't care if they're kissing or not. But if they have two moms, say got two moms, or a boy's got two moms, I don't have a problem with that. Because then what's going to happen? The kid's going to come home to you and say, "Hey, Dad, I saw this," and you.
No, I tell my kids, it's man and a woman.
According to your belief.
According to my belief, the Bible, And if they're trying to show the opposite of what I'm teaching them, then that's when I have a problem.
So you can have a problem with all kinds of stuff.
No, I get it.
You know, and it's not just.
No, but this has been a big issue. You know, in the last years, we're getting away from God.
I don't know
with these new ideas.
So I don't know about going away from God. I think it's more about. So you're basically saying that the Christian agenda is more towards God. Have you listened to them lately?
No, it's not. It's not the Christian. It's the belief.
That what?
Not how it's always been.
Okay, so why are things the way they are? So you're saying it's okay that, like, the way things have always been. You know how Mexicans have always been kept down on the low rung as hard as they can. They're pushing down. That's how it's always been.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you.
Things are changing.
Things are changing, but
it should be changing for everybody.
But I've talking about that. You know, I feel like we shouldn't be always a victim. You go in there. You know, as a Mexican, no, I am who I am. And I don't need nobody to tell me, you know, to bring me down. I believe in myself.
You have to do that, but when you got people pushing you down, keeping you down, we've had to fight a long way, and you don't get where we are by being a victim. You have to work hard. You bust your ass. You fight where you need to fight, and you get where you are. Look at the Civil Rights Act for the black people. Those guys came up because they fought for it. They're not a victim. But they will tell you whenever.
But like I said, it's harder for a.
When you're being victimized, you have to call it out. That's not because you're a victim. That's mean I'm calling out you trying to keep me down.
No, but that's something that they make you think that you're the victim.
No, sometimes you are the victim, and sometimes you got to call them out.
Like I said, I believe my dollar's worth the same as much as any other race.
Okay, so if
my dollar's worth as much as a black person, a white person.
I agree.
You know,
I completely agree. But my point is, what if she's not treated the same? Is she a victim, or she just got a victim mentality? If she's actually being treated differently,
no, you have to stand up.
Okay, that's not being a victim.
You have to stand up for it, but don't pull out the race card.
But you have to if that's what's causing it. Dude, I grew up in Texas.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I've been born in California.
I've seen it a lot.
You know, and like I said, sometimes I have a lot of white friends.
Yeah.
You know, I've never felt discriminated by them.
All my friends were white. I was discriminated.
You know,
I have more friends.
I grew up in my neighborhood. There was a lot of African Americans, or they're Americans. You know, but you know, and they were always nice to me. We always treated. Maybe Texas was different, but over here in California, we all treated each other with respect, you know?
Yeah.
Growing up.
Dude, if I had a nickel for every time I got called a derogatory term, I'd be rich right now.
Yeah, I mean.
But I still, like I said, that was in the 80s where we always talk shit from, you know, that's just how we did it. So, looking back on it, it was pretty messed up. But at the time, I just had to give it back, you know, until I earned my own, you know.
See, but they use, like, say you're talking about the race.
Mm-hmm.
They're using that card. The LGBTQ is using that race, like if it was a race thing.
It kind of is. It's discrimination. It's the same thing. It's discrimination. You're trying to keep that group down, and they're trying to push back through. The only thing is, they're pushing a lot harder than we ever did, and that's what's got everybody rankled. Man, they're going up too fast. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, no matter what you do.
Well, it depends where.
Whatever. As long as it doesn't happen in your house, that's all you need to worry about.
No, still, but it's too much. I believe it's too much.
I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's enough, man. I'm whenever I see LGBT held down, I think of all of my ancestors being held down. I think about black people being held down.
It's different.
It's not. It's
different.
To me, it's the same.
It's different because we're talking about a race, not a sex. You know.
To me, it's just, you're like, I'm no more. I don't have a choice to be Mexican, just like I don't have a choice to be heterosexual. I am. That's who I am. That's what I am.
Yeah, but it's two different things. Like I said, if you're homosexual and you want to be a teacher, that's fine. I'm not against it. Just don't push that agenda on like our kids.
To me, it's like, if I'm a teacher, I'm going to talk about.
It's like if I'm a teacher, I'm a teacher and I'm a Mexican, and I have to promote. You have to love all Mexicans. No, I don't. That's not my job. My job is to be. You have to be nice to everybody.
Exactly, everybody.
You know, not like, oh, you have to be nice to the Mexicans. You have to support the Mexicans. No, you have to support everybody who's good.
So, bringing it back around to the culture wars, which is what we're talking about,
yes.
Basically. But why, like Bud Light, they did that. All of a sudden, everybody's shooting up So really, it's
But what need did they have to do that for? What was the need to do that?
inclusion.
No.
What's wrong with inclusion?
Just what's the that backfired on them.
That's the same thing that's happening to the church. There's not inclusion. They're just this or nothing.
No, not. It's the Bible or nothing. Whatever the Word of God says.
Okay, but if you look at the Word of God, even that, there's so many different things in there that people don't go by anymore. It's been like that for 100 years. I mean, clothes the naked and feed the hungry. Oh no, that was just a parable, or what do you call it? A parable.
No, it's you help everybody, but the bases don't change.
God says, love your neighbor,
love your neighbor,
but don't give them rights.
No, it's the same thing. It's like you have kids, right? You love all your kids. One of them could be smoke marijuana, but you still love your kids, right?
Right.
But there's it's consequences for everything. For one, if someone
to me, I don't think there should be consequences for being gay. I don't think there should be a consequence for being.
No, yeah, but I'm saying it's
there is obviously.
You know, but
there's a consequence for being Mexican.
No, but I'm saying
I didn't choose it.
God did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So God made them trans? I don't know.
No, it doesn't work like that, Daniel. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate, you know.
You probably are.
But I'm not against. Like I said, I don't have nothing. I've talked to a lot of friends, people that are gay, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that agenda. It's just like I said, and I understand too. We should not push our agenda on other people either.
But Christianity has a history of killing people to push their agenda. If you're talking about history, you're talking about in America, this Christianity went way before that. And that's the thing I have. I like Christianity because there's a lot of good that you can learn from Christianity. I mean, I'm sure you can from the other religions too. I mean, I've studied a little bit on the others, but not that much. I know about Christianity because parents send me to school. We've talked about it a lot.
Yes.
I do have some good knowledge of Christianity and of the Bible. But my thing is, you're talking about Christianity from way back. They would literally kill you if you didn't follow what they said.
But times have changed, you know.
Yeah, they have.
Like I said,
haven't.
Like I said, and I'm not saying. I think everybody has a right. You know, like say us Christians, if we want to pray in public, you know, we should have the right to pray in public. If a Muslim wants to pray in public, they have the right to pray in public.
So I agree. I've seen people pull out their prayer rugs.
You know, and it's like I said,
some places.
But that doesn't give anybody permission to push it on anybody else. You have to pray. No,
I think our biggest crux, the crux of the problem here is you're thinking talking about it means that we're pushing it, or whoever talks about it. I mean,
you know,
and I don't agree with that. I don't think you're pushing it just because you're talking about it. Saying something exists doesn't mean that you're pushing it.
Like I said, but I get your point. Like I said, I feel like Biden is just been a president for one side.
I don't think so. I think that's why he got elected to be.
You know.
So
and I understand Trump was the same way too. You know.
Trump was a president for maybe 40% of the population, unless you count. I mean, really and truly, 40% of the population really agreed with everything he said. Now, a good bit about apparently 47%, whatever it was. I don't know how much a popular vote he got, but thought that he was good enough for part of it.
But you know,
most people would take the good with the bad with Trump. They didn't like him, but they liked some of the stuff that he. So,
like I said, because I've talked to a lot of Hispanics, Mexicans, you know, that have become educated, that got jobs, degrees,
right,
and they've seen, and a lot of them like Trump, especially here in California.
But you know why? Because he did the same thing that you say, saying you shouldn't be a victim. Meaning, basically, just shut the fuck up and take what we give you. You know what I mean? To me, that's what you're saying when you're saying don't be a victim. Shut your mouth, take what you give you, be happy.
No.
And that's what a lot of people, even Gamebred, what's his name? The fighter, Masvidal.
Masvidal.
Same thing with Colby, whatever that dude's name is.
Covington.
Covington, same thing. He said they buy into that kind of stuff because they're fighters. Of course, fight your way up. I agree. I completely agree. I mean, I didn't get where I am. I mean, not like I'm something big, but I didn't get to survive what I've survived just by laying down and being a victim.
No, I just think you have to work hard to get nothing should be handed down.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. But the thing is, to me, you shouldn't have to fight twice as hard as the next guy. You should fight you have to. I did it, to get promotions, to do whatever I had to do. But you have to fight twice as hard as the guy next to you because the other guy just looks the part.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by fighting for it. And that doesn't mean that once you get there that I'm here, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I've learned a lot. I've read a lot.
Like I said, Trump has a lot of good things too, and he got his faults too.
Trump will never be president again.
You don't think so?
No, hell no. If you're still a Trump supporter, I really want to know why. Because he's a crook. He's been indicted 3 times already. Plus, there's more coming. And I don't know how many points on that indictment. And he's talking about race like it's nothing, and you guys think it's okay. I don't understand that. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? You're paying off porn stars, and then you're using campaign funds to do it. It's just not. It's not. I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would still be I've got family members who still think Trump's the best, and all this stuff comes. Rudy Giuliani testified.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Now it's
Steve Bannon even said the same thing. Oh, we're gonna say even if you lost, we're gonna say he won.
Well, how come he's so popular then?
Because people like what he says, and most of the time it's the racist stuff that he says, and he says he's a Christian. Some
of the stuff is good what he says. A lot of the stuff,
yeah, sure.
He's got a lot of good points.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you're splitting the nation in half.
But look at the thing is like Biden's already splitting the nation too.
How is he split? Okay, so Obama split the nation. Wow, he was black and he was succeeding.
No, but look at Obama. He was able to work with McCain. McCain, from Arizona.
Same thing with Joe Biden. How did he get that infrastructure bill passed? And all of these senators now from states that voted against it. Oh, look what we're getting. We're getting a new bridge. They're all excited. And Biden, Dark Brandon.
I guess, what's his name?
Saying, hey, I'll be there. I'll see you
there. Even DeSantis said he worked with Trump, with Biden, huh?
I don't know.
I think that.
But see, my point is that he is a president for everybody. Even those like Trump. Whenever California had a problem with fires, or I think it was fires that one year, he said, I may not send them any relief money because they didn't vote for me. You know what I'm saying? And that is what people voted against. There's so many things. If you stop and look at it, like there's just so many things. If you stop and look at it and stop listening through a Fox lens, you'll see what I'm talking about.
CNN it's guilty too.
CNN's turning right wing.
No, but still, they were remember when they were trying to get Trump for MSNBC too, when they were trying to get him in trouble. What was it with the?
Oh, you're talking about with the Ukrainian call minister there?
No, when they were doing when the special counsel.
Mm-hmm.
They were making up a bunch of lies too.
It's not lies. It's coming.
Rachel, there's
Rachel Maddow. She's telling the truth.
She was on it, and like.
But if you fact check her, she's right. She's talking about Trump's dad. You follow him?
Yeah.
That was right. He did get caught in the KKK rally.
Yeah, but I guess they were just trying to nitpick anything they could get after him.
But the thing is, if it's true, it's true.
But look, I'm saying, Joe.
You're talking about one side saying true things about somebody else, and you're talking about the right side saying lies about the election. There's no way you can compare the two. You can't both sides that. You can't say what happens on both sides.
No, I get it. Like I said, at least Trump said stuff, right? But he said it. Biden, he's promised a lot of stuff, especially for the Hispanic community, and he hasn't come through.
Biden is. Again, that's a president for everybody. I don't like him.
I know if you talk to a lot of people back in the Midwest, Florida, Texas, Nebraska, they feel like Joe Biden has forgotten them.
The only reason those people are getting as much money as anybody else in that infrastructure bill, and the only reason he forgot about him is because he's saying that LGBT should be having equal footing as the rest of us.
No, they
forgetting about.
No, they have equal rights, but don't push that agenda on people.
You're not pushing an agenda if you're just talking about it.
No,
To me,
with all this he she thing, I identify as so and so.
I don't care.
No,
I don't give two shits if they want to identify as a mouse.
you can do whatever you want, but don't push it on me. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, and I call you, hey, ma'am or miss, and you come out with me, I don't identify as that.
Then I'll say, okay, yes sir, have a good one. I don't give a shit.
Why are they making life so complicated for people?
So I'm gonna start telling people if they call me a Mexican, I'm gonna say I'm American.
Well, you are.
Okay, but still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I get it.
If I change them, and I guarantee you, they'll call me an American.
Yeah. But I don't know. We're living. No, I don't know. I just like we were talking. I think we need new blood.
We do need new blood, but the thing is, you're not gonna like the new blood that comes. That's the problem.
You know, I hope
not just you. I mean, the conservative side, because right now I know you're kind of mixed in the middle, but you're supporting the conservative side.
You know, the side that makes more sense for family.
It doesn't make more sense for family.
Yes.
Not every family has to look like yours.
No, I get it,
Not every family has to look like mine. I mean, I know what I want, and I know what I'm going to teach. You know what I taught my kids.
I get it.
3 kids. You know?
I get it. No, I get it. But say look at the stuff that's going on in these states.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in liberal states, those stuff, the robberies, the homelessness, and all this stuff that's going on, it's not happening in these conservatives.
Oh yes, it is.
I don't see
Texas is conservative. My stepson got killed in a conservative state.
You know,
you can't tell me that doesn't happen in.
No, I mean, but it's in a higher scale. It happens in these Democrat states.
So
Chicago, look at Chicago.
Look at these.
It's a mess.
So what happened in rural areas? There's a lot of killings in rural areas.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of drug use.
Yeah, but New York, Chicago.
There's drug use there too. It's everywhere.
Michigan, Detroit. Everywhere. You know, and if you go to these other places, small town, family, God, you know, so, and they're going against those values. That's not
the values that'll do it. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that's going to play into that, and that goes into what's your lot in life. You know what I mean? Are you living on the streets? Are you know, if you need something, you're going to steal to get it.
You will work to get it.
Well, yeah, I know.
You know, but like I said, we just need. I mean, like I said, I just think we need some new blood. You know, I don't know where it's gonna come from. You know, I don't. You know, I don't see no one stepping up to the plate. Like that. I don't know if you heard about this. That Indian guy. He wants to run Ranadive or.
Oh, I think I did actually.
And
not much about it.
At first, he looked like he was gonna be. You know, he had good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And now he came out where he wants to take the birthrights from if he was elected president, he wants to take birthrights from undocumented
anchor babies.
Yes.
So the thing is, that's the law. So that's the problem that we have, because you have the conservative side wanting to bring you back, and that's one thing I hate. I hate about the conservative side is they're trying to bring you back. Look at they've already repealed Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
They've already taken away what was that one for the schools?
Oh yeah.
Affirmative action.
Yeah.
They rolled that back, and then if this guy goes on there, he's gonna.
No, I'm just saying.
He's gonna take away the anchor baby. He's gonna take away DACA. He's gonna, you know what I mean? That's the people who are gonna be going backwards. And is he gonna go anywhere? Or is he not?
I don't think so. I really think Trump's gonna run for. He'll get the nomination.
He's gonna get the nomination,
and
unless something happens where he, you know. But that's another thing. How in the hell are you gonna have a 3 times indicted person, and that's gonna be your nomination, your nominee? How does that make any sense at all?
You know, like I said, I'm in middle ground. You know,
I'm not. When it comes to that, there's honestly back in the day, anytime there was a hint of something, somebody would quit. They would say, I gotta get out of it.
Yeah, you know,
for the good of the country.
Yep, you know, like who was it? The guy that in the 70s?
Nixon,
right? And it was the Nixon, the one.
Nixon resigned.
Yeah, he Watergate resigned. Scandal, right?
Yeah, he quit. He resigned instead of having them kick him out. He just said, "Okay, I'm done." But like Trump, do you think he could incite a civil war with his followers?
Yeah, that was wrong. I think he did. You know, he incited.
January 6th.
Yeah.
So if he could do that, but that's as far as it got. If he was going to do a civil war, he would have already done it. But I've had a lot of good people I know, friends, good people I considered good people, saying, "Oh, we're gonna have to take up arms." I mean, really, you're gonna start?
No, this is America.
You're gonna shoot me? Really? You know, I've known you for 25, 30 years. You're gonna shoot me? Because I'm not gonna be on your side in this shit.
No, I get it, but it's just people just want to just live life, enjoy life,
Yeah,
just like it's always been.
but they're not. They're not enjoying life. They're pissed off at the world, and they want everything to be just in their image, not.
No,
You know what I mean?
like I said, and I feel like I feel for those people that broke in the Capitol.
Those
They're
guys,
locked up right now, and
They followed the leader
for no reason.
I mean, from what it sounds like, the last indictment he got, he might get in trouble too for that. That's inciting. Yeah, I think he had 3 different counts there, at least 3, about inciting the riot and stopping. What was it called? What do they call when you're taking away somebody's freedom to vote? You're taking that away from by getting fake electors.
So I was gonna ask you, when Trump was in power, was life better for you, or now
Nah,
since Biden's in power?
honestly, it doesn't change. It really doesn't change much. The only thing that changes is all this social stuff, the outside noise. Nothing changes, y'all.
So why did he want to change when Trump was in power?
Because of all the social stuff.
But we got a lot of social stuff going on with Biden too.
I got called the N-word under Trump.
You did?
This is the one I did one time. I was in Colorado and somebody drove by in a country road and called me the N-word. Kept on driving, punk ass.
Yeah.
But my point is, why do you want all that social dysfunction when nothing changes anyway? If nothing's gonna change, you might as well have harmony.
See, he called you the N-word, and now with Biden, they want to force the LGBT agenda on us too.
But they're not.
So you can never win.
But the reason is there's a war that's being fought by the conservatives because they don't have anything else to go by. They don't have anything. What can they do? What do they have to show for them? Oh, we stopped the Democrats from doing this.
No war under Trump.
No war under Trump. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Now, honestly, I did like that.
So no war under Trump.
Trump
Trump has a lot of good things too.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but
no.
Anything good that he has is masked by all the bad that he represents. Like the no wars, I really do think that's great, but I wouldn't put him back just because he said no more wars.
Who are we gonna put then?
It's gonna be Biden.
I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be Biden. Look at the last 4 years. How bad was it?
It's bad
because of
the economy is but the economy is also going down.
No, it's not. It's coming back up. We recover from inflation faster than anybody else. We're the fastest country recovering from inflation. And
the dollar's never been so weak.
Look how well these companies are making money. Look how much money these companies are making.
Oh,
they're rich.
A lot of companies are going. You see, the yellow trucking company.
Yellow Freight went down.
They went out of business.
Bad business deals. I was there when they joined up with YRC.
So it's
or with Roadway, I should say.
A lot of like right now, a lot of stores are closing now. They're going out of business under this administration.
How many did Trump?
No, but
he lost lots of industries.
Well, he did save remember Carrier, they were going to leave. He helped them to stay.
No, he didn't.
And then Harley Davidson was going to leave. Remember?
Carrier stayed, and they closed a lot of stores. Harley Davidson was going bankrupt, but they came back.
So
I don't think Trump was the reason for all that.
No.
To me personally, you ask me, and I guarantee you, I represent a lot of people who are just normal people who go to work. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is the culture wars. That's it. And then why do you need all that?
But we've always had culture wars.
But my point is, under Trump, it got amplified by 10 times.
It did.
And why do you need that? So if nothing's going to change anyway, why get everybody worked up about stupid shit like a girl wants to kiss a girl or a guy wants to kiss a guy? To me, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. I don't care. Kiss whoever you want to kiss as long as they're willing. I don't care. I really and truly don't.
They could do whatever they want, but just don't force it.
They're not kissing you.
No, still.
Yeah, I got we went to a place that was we actually went into a gay bar, me and my wife.
A gay bar?
It was an accident, honestly, but we walked in there and there was a lot of stuff there that I didn't like. So what I do? I just turned around and left. You know what I mean? And I don't mean just guys holding hands. This was a special night because everybody.
No, like
it was bad.
and
I turned around and left. I didn't need to see it.
But see, it was in their environment, in their area.
Yep.
And I'm not saying go attack their area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying when they want, like, say, when they want to have the drag queens in our schools, you think that's okay?
I have no problem with that.
Oh no, I don't think.
You know what I mean? I honestly don't.
You know,
I can see it. I promise. This was one a little bit different. I can see that because there's kids and they're really impressionable. But again, they're going to go home and talk to your parents. Hopefully, and that's the Christian. That's the Christian values. Is a kid should be able to come home and talk to you.
Like I said, the drag queen thing. See, like I said, the kids are small. You want to force the drag queen thing in our schools. That wasn't happening back then.
But how many times does that happen, honestly?
It shouldn't happen.
You're talking about one drag king guy.
No, even like I said, even churches now, they're allowing drag queens to be in their altar and their podiums and all that.
So how else are they going to convert to God?
No, that's not the way it is about it.
How are you going to convert them to God? Jesus went and prayed with the poorest, the dirtiest scoundrels.
No, if they come to church inside of the temple, they're allowed, but they can't perform in the church. They shouldn't be allowed to perform in the church, or to bring the agenda on kids.
That's between the church and wherever.
Or schools too, Daniel.
I don't know.
Schools or they have the
It's a public school. It's for the whole public.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff, let the parents teach it at home.
Then homeschool your kids.
I think that's the way everybody's going to go to now.
I think they should. If that's how strongly they feel about it, they should.
I feel the government should start giving funds to families, where you can put your kid on a Christian school, or
right now there's charter schools, but it costs more money and you got to pay extra money.
But I mean, it would be nice, right, if they could let us put our kids in these Christian schools.
I kind of agree, but to me, you're sheltering your kids. They're not going to know the real world when they come out.
No, I'm going to teach them. I'm going to teach them what they need to know. Once they get to a certain age, whatever they want to do with their lives, that's their lives.
Yeah.
But I want to teach my kids,
Yeah.
Like I said, and under the Biden administration, it seems like they're really pushing that agenda.
It's not, same thing was happening under Trump.
And I think if Trump gets back in power, a lot of that stuff is going to change.
So you're saying you want a dictator?
I don't want a dictator.
You do.
No.
You do. And to a certain extent, you want a dictator. And most most conservatives out there want a dictator. Christians too, because they think that dictator is going to do what they want. What if that dictator, all of a sudden, he gets deposed and you get somebody else in there that wants to push, we'll just say the LGBTQ. They want to actually push it. Not like you say, that's not pushing it. You're just talking about it. They actually want to push it.
And but by the way,
okay, they're a dictator.
The way that things are going, so this is dictatorship too. What Biden is doing?
No, it's not, because he's still he got elected still.
No, like I said, I'm not
pushing it. He's not telling you schools go put these people in there. All he's saying is you have to accept people who they are and as they are.
And also Gavin Newsom, he's a big pushing that agenda too.
There's no agenda when you're letting people live who they are.
Yeah, but let people live, but don't push it. Don't make it force it to. You have to do this. You have to obey this. You have to. That's dictatorship too.
Okay, I think we're going in circles now, though. But you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
But
like I said, yeah. Like I just we're gonna end the podcast pretty soon. But yeah, we need new blood in there. Somebody that could be a president for both parties.
Okay, is that good question? Is it possible to have somebody for both parties? As far as both parties are right now?
I feel like if we start getting rid of these older folks, McConnell's,
Well, like you're representing the right side. You're representing the right side. I'm representing the left. What could we, even me and you, what would we have? Could we?
There could be middle ground.
There's not one though.
There has to be a way where we can get people.
In the current environment, there's not. There's no way in the current environment, the way things are.
So I think we're screwed then.
I think we are, because there's no way that anything, the way that we've been steered, we've been actually manipulated by the media, by Fox News, by... Why
only Fox?
I'll do a whole segment on Fox if you want me to do that, because I can tell you.
Carl Tuckerson.
Tucker's the worst. Anyway, but my point is, because the way that, Tucker could not even bring one single subject without bringing anger into it. He'd get somebody mad about it.
He's a character.
And the thing is, if you listen to that every single day and you buy into that, you're.
But I like I said, as a Mexicans, we've listened to Univision.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
they're a bunch of lies too.
No, I don't know Univision, but if it's media, then yeah.
Their media, I mean, the media's lied a lot to everybody. You know, they always make us Hispanics like the victims.
And even if they don't lie, they push it to make it. They put their spin on it.
Yeah.
And then they make you feel a certain way, and they're good at it.
Yep.
Ted Koppel came on with Sean Hannity, told him the same damn thing. He said, "Look, you're very good at what you do," and Hannity wanted to shut him up, but you know he's well respected. I don't know who Ted Koppel is.
I know.
Well, back in the day, in the '80s, he was super big. He was one of the best journalists on the television, right? So he has a lot of sway. And when he said that they are bad for America, Hannity couldn't really say much.
It's both sides. CNN also, you know, they had a Cuomo, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And they have a Lemon Don
Lemon, not there anymore, but yeah.
So I think our media
that's their job.
That's their job.
To me, their job wasn't to inform us; they were to divide us.
And they did.
They did. And if you look at it, good people that I know, that I feel like have been good people, are saying some stupid shit, man. And then they're just, it's not conducive to it.
Yeah, but like I said, we need. Like I said, I repeat that again. We need new blood because, like I said, these guys don't want to talk to each other. They don't want to work with each other. You know, another one before Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
He's been there for ages too.
Yeah, he said Trump's a kook. Remember that?
Yeah,
kook?
You know, and now he's big buddies with Trump.
He's like, oh yeah, we need to elect this man.
You know,
and that Trump rally. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
That Trump rally, they booed him because they remembered him talking smack.
You know, a lot of people turned their, when McConnell, he also backed down. Remember?
Yeah.
During the
he did.
And then Vice President Mike Pence too.
McConnell backed down, but he just regrouped.
Yeah.
He didn't fall straight into the Trump train like Coop did.
But our Vice President. What about Vice President?
They're just.
You don't like him?
You talking about
Vice President
Pence?
Mike Pence.
I don't like him. He's not my style of a guy. I just.
So you're a Kamala Harris guy?
Not even her, honestly. I think she did fine. She's not hurting anything.
She hasn't done nothing.
She probably has. She's done her duties as vice president fine enough. Anything.
Yeah. But like I said,
she's not like Dick Cheney shooting somebody in the face with.
Yeah. So they can't be like me and you. You know, we don't agree on some points, but here we are laughing it out. And once this podcast's over, we'll probably have a soda or something.
Yeah,
and just.
I know. But the thing is, though, me and you were just talking. But if it's a policy to affect everybody, you're going to fight for your side. I'm going to fight for my
especially if those millions are coming from these big corporations.
Yes.
So that, but hopefully things change, for the good.
I think it needs to change for the good. I think these conversations help. Because they, people have to soften up, man. You can't be so hardcore one way or.
I'm not hardcore. I don't believe.
You're not.
I know. I think Trump's done a lot of good stuff. Biden's done good stuff too, but we need some new blood in here. So, new ideas.
Yes, fresh. Not just new ideas, but how to explain it.
Not like Beto.
I like him. I think he would have done it. Anyway. He couldn't get out of his own way.
But like I said, we'll have more. Hopefully, you guys like these podcasts. We're just at home talking.
Having a real conversation. We do this all the time with the camera, without a camera.
And we're just having a good time.
I feel like we got a little bit more free on this one.
Yeah, it was,
a little bit more. Let the words flow.
Like I said,
a little more.
Yeah, we're a little hurt, but I like. We're just talking,
sitting on the couch,
and hopefully you guys like this. And keep on watching these podcasts and leave your comment. If you guys want to talk about a subject or you guys if you guys disagree with a lot of the stuff we're saying, it's okay. I don't
have a problem with it. Just don't be a smart ass. I'll be one back.
Be nice to me, and I.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
I'm glad you guys are watching here. So those of you that do watch it, appreciate it.
And then.
Tips, like you said last time, tips,
let us know, and we want to keep doing more content, and maybe have some invitees next time. Have somebody else with a different perspective,
Yeah.
Maybe we can find somebody that can do the middle ground. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
But keep on watching these podcasts, and you know, and thanks for watching, you know,
Yeah, you guys, thank you very much for watching.
and see you on the next one. Burn the barn down. Thank you. Bye bye.